Billy, child, Bill.
Let the magic begin! Let the magic begin!
You lead the way.
Surprise!
Tea is ready. May knowledge guide you.
Don't tell me they did it again.
Rain outlines your fate. Huh?
Chip on up!
Grow, grow, grow! power of Gugwa!
Let's play turn a little. Step on up! Yeah! Let the magic begin!
Surprise! Kamisato Ayaka, present.
What'd they do this time?
Something on your mind again?
Stand with me!
Everyone hold hands!
Rain outlines your fate. Huh?
This way! Grow! Ouchie!
Rain cutter. Our bond is strong.
A minute to memory! Let's play turn a little.
I'll settle this.
Now disappear! Oh, let's get this show on the road! Step right up! Here comes the finale!
Take flight! Unthinkable!
Hey! Everyone hold hands!
Nice! Take flight! Rain outlines your fate. Whirling snow! My apologies. Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra. Here comes the catch. Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over. Really? Things are about to get dicey. Over here! Cue the spotlight! Witness the power of the Shadow Raven! Let night fall! Surprise!
Come a little closer. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
I'm going in! Let's light it up!
Eat this!
Surrender and I'll be gentle. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock. Come a little... My.
Hey, hup, yeah.
You're in for a little shock.
Let me leave you a burst. Know my soul.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Try not to enjoy this.
Everybody stand back!
A blade embraces its duty.
Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh.
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
Huh?
Over here.
Oh, Hatham went that way! Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
What the... Where did she go? How did we lose him?
More Eremite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time?
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you. There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track. All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across. It's a habit.
You really gave Paimon a scare, Alhaitham. We never thought we'd run into you here. Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the Academia? Wait, don't tell Paimon that you're...
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the Academia. However, had I wished to turn you over to the Academia, don't you think you'd already be the Eremite's honored guest?
Oh, right. You did...
I have no interest in running errands for that. And these days, you're... not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still in... Everyone says that... Which brings me back to you. The leader of Ain al-Ahmar used the Divine Knowledge Capsule right in front of you. And upon seeing him, your expression became perplexed. And to have that kind of reaction, I think you must have real...
Alhaitham, you really have a...
So that's your answer. Well, I do work for the Academia after all. But that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about the No matter. Rather than simply learning the answers from you, I'd still prefer to investigate on my own.
That's right! We have the same plan as you! But...
Then I'd suggest starting with Aruv.
It's always better to travel...
Before us lies Aru Village. The safe...
Whoa. This land... Wow.
Sino. Unless my memory fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the Academia. Would you—
Oh, Haytham. Do not think you can escape my judgment.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions.
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me. Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist. Standard practice for the
Seemed to me more like your own
who is that?
Yes. General Mahamatra Sino. Head of all the Matra at the Academia.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in all Haytham. To the point of, if I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I wouldn't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth. I have been pursuing this scribe for a long—
Has Al-Haytham done something wrong? Paimon doesn't think he's as bad as you've made him out to be.
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Al-Haytham, take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a Matra's senses.
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. And why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia, are you all alone in the desert? As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating. Have you been given a mission that's, let's say, morally dubious? If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge—
I should have known you'd be difficult.
You two? Ugh! What you—
Ahem. Well, look at you two, acting all tough and self-righteous over there.
Wait, Dia? Great! Finally, someone up! You gotta help us out here. Otherwise—
Yeah, sure looks that way. 2 giants from the Academia duking it out once and for all. Not something you get to see every day. Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over, but how dare you bring your petty disputes in? It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your thick skulls and— Hey, did either of you hear a word I just—
Whoa, what's going on? The wind's so—
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
Hey! All of you, over here, quickly!
Someone's calling for us! Oh, this wind is too strong!
That sounded like Candace. Come on, you two. Jeez, are all of you Academia—
All right, stop yelling.
Well, hey, wanna play sardines with 3 people who wanna tear each other limb from limb? Sure, why not? Sounds fun. The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down. Please, let me introduce myself. I am
Our savior is— Nice to meet you, Candace. The name's Paimon. Wow, she's so gentle and caring, like a nice older sister. Unlike those guys.
All right. Now that we're all better acquainted, we should return to the topic at hand. As a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, and now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose. So please, have an— If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time.
Oh, on second thought, Paimon may have missed—
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
All right, we got it, Candace.
That's what I like to hear.
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now.
Wait, that was you—
I have nothing to hide. so there's no shame in explaining my... While Al-Haytham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been rather.
Huh?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and as General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request, but I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incrimination... I began to realize that they were... Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit. The power of the General I realized that the vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold, they are meaningless to the Academia of today. I believed it would be wise to flee the Academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. This way, they can no longer see nor predict my actions. I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power or authority. Once I find the truth, I will administer judgment by my own name.
Sino seems to have the same goal as us. We're all investigating the sages. Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot less scary. Well, Sino, if that's your story, then why did you see Al-Haytham?
When I was investigating the matter in the Academia, I overheard a conversation between Al-Haytham and a sage. The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Do you dispute this, Al-Haytham?
What?
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented.
Yes, I was indeed...
Al-Haytham!
After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me.
A most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me. Their words contained one key piece of information. Namely, from my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. So, I began my own investigation. Had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Ain al-Ahmar mercenary, incapable of remaining sane for long enough to...
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you?
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the Academia I was waiting in Port Ormos for you to appear so they wouldn't suspect. So it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the divine...
Criminals do love to talk about coincidences.
Even though I ran into the Traveler by chance, you were the ones who decided to follow me and strike a...
That's true.
I'm willing to apologize, if that's where... I took the Divine Knowledge Capsule behind your back because I judged its existence.
You should be well aware, Scribe Al-Haytham, that curiosity can also lead you to danger and... Answer me this. Did the sages share...
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the Academia. Do you really think they would tell me anything?
Fine. Although you haven't completely proven your innocence.
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad to see... And now you, Dia.
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about must have been... My situation is pretty straightforward. My employer, I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to Aru Village for a visit. I was actually looking forward to a... But then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument. It ticked me off, and things went...
Is that all? Well, I will admit that definitely...
That's more like it. I missed you all so much, Candace.
Whoa! What was that sound?
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home.
Creatures?
Fighting in a sandstorm is not for the faint-hearted. And
yeah, just leave him to Candace. Don't worry, she's a...
The wind's died down. That means Candace still isn't back yet, though.
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to feel a little...
Yes. They just keep coming in waves.
Leave. I'll be sure to put on a good show. Let's go!
Take flight! Kamisato out! Sumeru! Rain outlines your fate. Our bond is strong! Out of my way! Whirling snow!
Here comes another wave! When are they ever gonna let up?
No, my sword! This way!
Grow! Committed to memory!
Lightning terrified! Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword! Take flight!
The creature stopped appearing!
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Huh?
Ah, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hand... I am the chief of Aru...
Sir, I am...
I can't... Besides sand...
So, Ermin's
Everything in the natural...
Everyone in Aru Village,
village keeper?
Does your curiosity know no bound? Most of them are scholars. The academia believes that they're
Alas, but no one in the village...
I've had encounters with those people.
The mantra, the...
Mock me if you will. But if you are guilty...
Oh, you're the form...
Is it because you're reminded of her But, is it really...
I'll be grateful for the... Let's start by finding a... Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essential. Do you still have any questions for me? One of my former subordinates told me that this title has... The academia has long exiled mad scholars. When mad scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent and deranged as before. Initially, the people of Aru Village greatly resented having to take in. Aru Village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands. A soft, green light ripped despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night. All the houses remained upright, almost as if they had grown roots reaching deep into the ground. After that, the people of Aru Village treated the mad scholars with greater kindness.
A soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru Village? Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad scholars continued to wear...
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the academia could still monitor their activities.
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense!
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone. So, what do you make of the story? Really?
What? You don't believe us? Lesser Lord Kusanali was...
No, it's not so much that I don't believe you. Lesser Lord Kusanali, the current Dendro Arch, the academia has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord. In addition...
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's a... How should Paimon put it? She's a good Archon who's kind and
I've spent many years interrogating criminals.
Good! Then you should know that.
That look in your eyes. How can this be? To think. Our...
Alright, now it's our turn to put, but easier said than done. Excuse me, are you... Huh?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isak.
Is your grandpa...
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa. What?
The person you're referring to is not a local. Yet you are.
Grandpa is just Grandpa. I heard everything you said to the village chief.
Ah, so you're... I was planning to...
Whoa. Sorry.
All right.
Sino is super...
Ah, you're back already.
We just wanted to confirm something.
I had a feeling.
Huh? You...
Yes. Isak's parents were both, unfortunately, later. However, one summer night, so Grandpa, the next morning, it said that the Isak was through.
All this somehow...
Perhaps. It's also my...
Maybe the people have always...
Huh?
No, nothing.
Perhaps you are more...
Hey, Isak! Oh, it's you guys! We've cleared everything... Really? Yeah!
All right.
Excuse me, did you...
You mean the village keepers? Oh, when I was eating dinner the other day...
okay.
Anything else?
The scholars that have... Don't change the...
Right, but honestly,
Do you also think...
Grandpa... it still feels pretty... Well, whatever.
Gotcha! Sir, have you seen my grandpa recently? You know, the one who likes to sit and space...
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak. The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by the road as usual. I went and asked him if he'd like any of the food I had prepared. And speaking of my wife, she's still always complaining about how I don't make enough mora.
Oh, thank you.
It was nothing. Hey, you're looking for him, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's no good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again and I've known you since you were very young. So as far as I'm concerned, you're family. Please feel free to come by anytime.
Wow, what? Okay.
Huh? Don't say anything. Let's head over there. Listen, see if...
Have you heard? The mighty King Deshret, the sovereign of our faith.
Yes, of course I have. King Deshret is the one and only true ruler of this land. I've never believed in any other gods. Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon. What's your proof?
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of King Deshret's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why. Isn't it a sign of King Deshret's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared?
if you ask me. They must have been chosen as the final sacrifice for...
Huh. Now that you say it, that does make some sense.
Exactly.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh? Who are you?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Yeah! Bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes.
Let's not get on his bad side.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about King...
Well, I only know a few things.
Hey!
It's true. Would you want to live like Delavar also said?
Is that...
Please...
The people here really like King...
Where is this...
I haven't run into him...
No, not at all.
Sounds like you're not...
No, of course...
I have many... So you'd best just don't do any...
Yes.
That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty... He didn't try to reassure us at all.
I heard that.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a... Very well.
Isak! I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you...
Grandpa? Oh, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa. Stand with me! Well, this is where Grandpa usually stays.
There sure isn't much here.
No.
Incense? Wait, but are you okay?
There's a scent that you can sense.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell. Thankfully, Tainari...
So...
Huh? You know him too?
Yes. Now that I concentrate...
Wait, surely Tainari didn't lecture you too.
No. No need. Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house? In the forest.
Our bond is strong. Oh.
What are you looking for, Sino?
Here it is. Take a look right here.
Paimon doesn't see anything.
Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand, there are footprints here, from the size and shape. They belong to an adult male. This pattern is a common one from this area. Local shoes. This was probably someone from the village. The scent is quite faint, but still extant.
But who would come looking for
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away.
Huh? So you can lure someone... Hey! What's wrong
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense. Even deep within the clutches of madness, they still yearn for their knowledge.
No.
So, someone's taking advantage of their... Are the rumors really true? Could the disappearance...
It's highly
Please, you have to save my grandpa.
Sounds like we'd better help...
Let's head to Aru.
Dark?
We're back, Candace! We've got a lot to tell.
Welcome back.
Sounds like
Oh, Dia's here!
You bet.
Reasonably.
I'll hate them.
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with you.
Did you find out anything useful? I see. So someone used a kind of incense to leave
The resurrection of King Deshret? First I've heard of it. Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, not to mention making... It seems someone from...
Makes sense.
So...
If it was any other... Didn't you say that the villager...
If Paimon remembers...
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the Scar Riddle... These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in King Deshret. Way they see it, King Deshret's resurrection is the... Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change...
Tia! You're amazing!
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every mora I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right here, Sino.
Why?
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you has already gotten out. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher than on the outside of the wall. You survive on making connections out here. Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust. I need to go around and ask some questions, but it'll be difficult if you're with me.
Fine.
Good. Then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebot with me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the mad scholars have been taken. Sino, you'll have to stay in the village and continue investigating on your own.
All right! Sounds like a plan! Well, here we are again!
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel.
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time I walked this way when I was a kid. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall... It was only after I grew up that I realized. The wall of Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages. To them, us desert dwellers are nothing. We're cheap labor, like livestock, but even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The academia believes we're underserved. Geniuses like Sataria are 1 in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite.
That's
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Hey, Dia.
No, not... Besides, we're here to procure...
Yep, we gotta catch...
Shh! Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what... Our mission started the moment we arrived. Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll... Just our luck.
You mean, you don't...
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land? Hello, hello.
We've had drinks together. Anyway,
Absolutely.
Yeah. Have you seen...
Of course I have.
I've got a...
Ah.
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep...
Yes, how can...
Our bond is strong. Stand with me.
Are we there yet?
Yep, this is the place.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Why don't you take a guess? Go on. A what?
Oh no! It's an ambush!
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru village? Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar.
So, you've been watching us?
Uh-oh.
And you left.
So you and Delavar...
But you got one thing right. We're all looking forward to an uprising and...
If that's the case, then I'm sure Delavar wouldn't miss a second of it.
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, you're...
Delavar. And Edgar, you're here too, huh?
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what us followers of King Deshret despise the most.
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand why King Deshret is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little did...
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent...
See? There you have it.
You're not wrong.
Enough talking! Get him!
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Following orders.
A new punching bag.
Embrace the ice!
Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword. Take flight.
Impossible!
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now? I'm guessing you're in... And of course you... Even though you heard that so-called flame... That's what you thought. And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. Okay.
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in...
No task can be done.
Oh!
Those two who were snooping around were just a...
Oh! You mean...
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar liked... Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think.
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to... That's what you wanted to...
Wait! So he's a radical...
No, he isn't. I just needed to tack on a random...
Wow!
Ah, you're too kind.
So... About how mercenary...
Does that bother you? What makes you so sure?
Dia? Do you dislike the Dendro Arc?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. There's no way a god would be so...
I've begun to realize that the sages are behind everything that's happened recently. The radicals' blind belief in King Deshret, making the Dendro Arc...
But I see through it.
Dear.
Anyway, looks like... This should be all of them. I'll let you take it from here.
All right. I'll be...
Candace,
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her, so you can too. She's been guarding Aru village for quite some...
While I'm
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler. As for these...
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Right on time.
Paimon's been one...
We've known each other for...
Oh, Paimon knows...
Yep, I guess you can... Us mercs on the other...
Well, Paimon thinks...
Really? Thanks for that.
Oh, Sino...
Yes. I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some interrogation.
Oh!
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
Candace, where... Whoa, you look furious.
Do I?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide.
Perhaps I need to work on my... Still, it's perfectly understood.
Yes, please.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
You fear death yourselves. Yet you do not hesitate to place the ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community. You come here.
Mercy!
You've made your bed.
We may all be the people of Aru Village care little. A war would only cause a...
I'll tell you everything.
I'm listening.
You might not...
They're called Village Keepers. Slip up again.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread the word about King Deshret's resurrection and talked us into helping him.
That's one.
Huh? One...
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die.
Wait, I'm telling the truth. He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No, that guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu,
Smooth.
Okay.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could be from the Academia. Some time ago, it strikes me.
Which means... they...
Not the Academia again.
Just as I thought. But what could they want with the Village Keeper?
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the Academia. A change in their plan... Regardless, our top priority now is locating the Village Keepers.
You're right. Isak is still waiting for news on his grandpa.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Yes. Pack up and get ready to leave.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you do...
All right.
Let's meet back here. Let's get some food in us and then we'll... Whoa! Where did you come from?
Well, as you can...
You were gone for... Hey, what's with the silence?
You never think things through.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an... there's just nothing super...
Well, anyway.
Yep. Enough with the silence!
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to...
All Hatham. You haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru Village.
Yeah, you're...
While you were invested...
Really? Paimon...
To be honest, we... Not to mention that...
Huh? Right here?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone.
What does that...
How do you think the residents of Aru Village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single...
You mean...
Hiding the truth. Remember what Candace... By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't... Glad you're following along. Among those you have... The reason being...
Those eyes...
Don't change this.
It's quite obvious.
Right. You were asking about...
She corrected herself.
I think it's been a few...
Remember?
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic...
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru Village at night.
Then... What?
By getting involved...
I'll pass on this one. You said that you...
Liron!
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make sure that you're...
Huh? What do
Go ahead and talk to her. Go on.
Is it really that simple?
May I call you... hi, Travel. Do you think the resurrection of King Deshret can truly change Sumeru for the better? Why's that? That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing... Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask something. Traveler, do you believe our lives will get...
Yeah! We came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them.
My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest...
Alhaitham told us you have your reasons.
The fact is that I'm... only one side of my family. Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in King Deshret.
Speaking of which, the radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who...
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and belief. Slowly, I just stopped talking to people, and then it happened.
You can tell them.
All right. I actually have a sharper sense of... Perhaps. I'm not... It used to be louder and more frequent.
I confirmed this with the guards, but because we're in the middle...
There's really nothing around these parts.
I think they used to use it for treating Ella's...
Yeah, let's...
Rain outlines your... Dissipate! Out of my way! My apologies!